cannot sometimes fathom how these intelligent beings, scientists, would believe that 0 plus 0 equals everything. How can that be? I rather believe this. This sounds more reasonable than 0 plus 0 equals everything. And if you still, the evolutionists, when they say that everything originated from a non-living matter, so where does that matter came from? If you believe that everything came from a non-living matter, so where is that matter? Where did it originate? Who created that matter? Still again. So really, it's easy to debunk the evolution theory. Me, I will not believe that I came from nothing, because what the evolutionists are trying to say, that you as humans don't have a meaning and purpose. Your existence is just by chance. You are just a product, a byproduct of random occurrences in this world, which is exactly contrary to the truth of what the Bible is telling us, that we are men and women of destiny. We have purpose. There is meaning to life. See, the Bible describes God as the creator of all life, including the first human beings, Adam and Eve. And according to that biblical narrative in Genesis, God created the world not in billion years, that just developed. No, He created everything, including human beings, in just 6 days, not in billions of years. See, in verses 2 to 5 of Genesis chapter 1, first God creates light and sets boundaries to the darkness. Wow, what will happen if there is no light? But God created lights. God is outside of light. See, here we can see when God created everything, not only that we will be awed by His might, His power, but we will also be awed by His internal characteristics. He doesn't need light. He created the light for us. We are the one who needs light. Second, He molds the earth into shape so that it is no longer formless. And you will read that in 6 to 8, 9 to 10. Then God said, "Let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters." Thus God made the firmament and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. So the ancient cosmology tells us that in the beginning, water is not only under the earth, but there are also waters above the earth. That's why God created the firmament and expands to separate the two, to separate it so that we don't need to swim. I don't know how to swim. So we will try, we will survive. So He put a firmament so that we can live, we can thrive. See, third, God separates the water and forms dry land so that it is no longer entirely wet, right? Thank God we just have occasional rain, but not always. Just what is needed. Say, Genesis 1, 20 to 30, then He populates the earth, ending its emptiness first with fish and birds, then with land animals, and finally at the apex of the whole creation, human beings were made. In whose image? Not in the random amoeba. No, not in the random one-celled organism somewhere out there. No, we were created in the image of God. And this God is not only almighty, but this God is a master planner, artist, architect supreme, and I can say, intelligent designer. He designed us beautifully. He designed us perfectly. See, imagine yourself if your ears are on your toes. Right? I mean, our ears is right here. And the way it is interconnected is amazing. It's easy for surgeon to operate because it has the same canal. So, I mean, it's just amazing. That's why, even if evolutionists are saying that we came from a non-living matter, and they immediately, if you will just think the argument of irreducible complexity, it means that it's impossible for something that is non-living, for that small, you can say a single cell organism to create a human like you and me now. Over 1 billion years of mutation. It's impossible. It doesn't work that way. It cannot be proven even scientifically. So there is no way that you came from a random chance of mutation. No, you were created beautifully and perfectly by God. In verse 26 to 27, there was a deliberation. And then the Trinity said, then God said, let us make man in our image, according to our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, over the birds of the air, and over the cattle, over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creeps on the earth. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God, he created him, male and female. He created them. So our creation, the way God created us, is based on the Trinity, the Trinitarian basis of our creation.